Hello everyone, I am here today with a review of Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion, and this is a non-spoilerly review. I originally found out about this book from the movie. I loved the movie before I knew that it was even a book, and once I knew it was a book, I knew that I had to pick it up. I picked it up for the first day of Booktubeathon and I read it and it was fabulous. So for those of you who have no idea what Warm Bodies is about, you've never seen the movie or anything, it is about a zombie named R, and on one of his hunting trips, he runs into Julie. He starts falling in love with Julie as he eats the brains of Julie's ex-boyfriend Perry, because as you consume the brains, you also get the memories that are associated with that person. So it's kind of a Romeo and Juliet love story, and there's no insta-love. You really have to grow to love R the same that Julie does. And R is just a very unique voice. Because they can't really talk, a lot of it is inner monologue until the end, and things start picking up a little bit. But the beginning of this is a lot of inner monologue, and it never felt boring to me. R is such a great narrator. One of the differences between the books and the movie is that in the movie, R is kind of this teenager, versus in this book, he has a tie and a shirt, so it's perceived that he is an older gentleman, not older, but probably in his mid to late 20s. So as R is consuming Perry's memories, Perry kind of becomes a part of him, and he starts becoming more human as he spends more time with Julie and growing that connection. And so what they have could possibly be a cure for zombies. I mean, even from the premise, you might think zombies and humans like getting together, like, that's silly, Paige, it's silly, but I bought this. I bought Julie and R together, and I think the reason why you buy this relationship between Julie and R is because in the book, in earlier circumstances, you understand and you kind of see the shallowness of feelings between each other and like how the zombies feel, and through the romance of Julie, you see the development of becoming more human from the zombie-like state. And I don't think R is your typical zombie. There are zombies who are way too far gone and have kind of given up, and they're kind of like skeletons. And then there's zombies like R who are still in a way clinging on to their humanity. If you have seen the movie before and you haven't read the book, I still highly recommend that you read the book, because there are just subtle nuances and a lot more adult in theme. As I said in the movie Warm Bodies, both R and Julie are made to be younger than what they are, versus in the book they're a lot more mature, and so the mental ability to grasp some things and, you know, to make it a little bit more action-packed and violent and a little bit more gruesome and grotesque is definitely welcomed in this kind of book, at least for me. Also in the book we get a little bit more of a better grasp on who Perry is. In the movie he's kind of seemed to be a bit of a jerk, but in this book you can see that he's just more broken by this world that is crumbling around him. And the ending. I loved the ending so much more in the book than I did in the movie. Don't get me wrong, I love the movie. I think it's fantastic and awesome, and so much wonderfulness and sarcasm and everything to love in that movie. However, in this book, I just think that there's a little bit more of a realistic approach, versus in the movie having a little bit of that cheese factor. So I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. It is one of my new favorite books, and I cannot wait until I pick up this book again, whenever that might be, but I'm looking forward to it. So that is all I have for today. If you like my videos, you can subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Goodreads, Tumblr, and Twitter. And until next time, bye! Warm Bodies by Isaac. I'm from Texas.